This is Nurse of Death, the Lucy Letby story, a gripping true crime podcast that takes you deep into the chilling tale of allegations against Lucy Letby, a seemingly caring and dedicated nurse who harbored a dark secret. Join us as we unravel the twisted journey of a medical professional whose actions sent shockwaves throughout the healthcare community. It's the story of a nurse who went from saving lives to becoming the harbinger of death. This is Nurse of Death, the Lucy Letby story. In the gripping trial of neonatal nurse Lucy Letby, expert pediatrician Dr. Sandie Bohin presented a chilling account of baby as inconsolable crying, which she believes to be a result of air injection. Letby, 33, stands accused of murdering 7 babies and attempting to murder 10 others at the Countess of Chester Hospital between June 2015 and June 2016. Dr. Bohin was called in by Cheshire Police to conduct a peer review of another expert witness's findings, Dr. Dewi Evans. During her testimony at Manchester Crown Court, she described how baby eyes crying had been unusual and alarming for the neonatal nurses. As a seasoned pediatrician, she emphasized that parents and experienced nurses can usually discern the reasons behind a baby's crying. However, in this case, baby eyes' inconsolable crying indicated severe pain, far beyond what is considered normal. As she delved into the case's details, Dr. Bohin expressed her concern over the mottling found on the infant's trunk, which she could not attribute to any innocent explanation. "That, to me, is a baby in pain," she told the jury. This mottling, combined with baby eyes' inconsolable crying, reinforced Dr. Bohin's belief that the infant had been injected with air. During cross-examination, Ben Myers KC, defending Letby, challenged Dr. Bohin's objectivity, suggesting that her conclusions were influenced by her exposure to Dr. Evans' reports. Dr. Bohin vehemently denied this accusation, stating, "If I'm understanding you correctly, you're saying I've just rubber-stamped Dr. Evans' findings, and that is less than discourteous." She went on to emphasize her commitment to reaching her own conclusions after thoroughly reviewing the case notes. While she agreed with some of Dr. Evans' findings, she also provided her own evidence and disagreed with other aspects of his conclusions. Dr. Bohin insisted that her alignment with Dr. Evans' views was incidental and not a result of any bias. During her testimony, Dr. Bohin shared her experience with air embolism, having encountered 2 cases during her career. She described how a critically ill baby suffered an immediate cardiac arrest after air bubbles entered their system through a bypass machine. Dr. Bohin explained that the clinical presentation of air embolism varies widely, with some babies recovering after resuscitation, while others succumb to the condition. When a large amount of air is injected, it can fill the heart's chamber, causing it to stop. Alternatively, if the air passes through a small hole in the right side of the heart, it can enter the left side and be pumped around the body and into the coronary arteries. Dr. Bohin believes that air distribution around baby eye's body and its entry into the coronary arteries played a crucial role in the infant's tragic outcome. Myers, whose client denies causing any harm to baby eye, accused Dr. Bohin of reaching for air embolism as a general catch-all to explain the infant's death. Dr. Bohin firmly rejected this assertion, maintaining that her conclusions were based on thorough examination and analysis. In a separate testimony, Ashley Hudson, a nursing colleague of Lucy Letby, recalled an incident where Letby alerted her to baby eye's pale appearance, despite standing 6 feet away from the infant's cot in a dimly lit room. When Hudson approached the baby, she found her in quite poor condition and in need of urgent care. During a police interview, Letby mentioned her observation of baby eye's color, suggesting that her experience might have allowed her to notice something Hudson missed. Hudson, however, maintained that there was no difference in their vantage points, and the room's layout and lighting did not provide Letby with a better view of the baby. The trial also shed light on another case involving baby J, who appeared perfectly healthy after being born by caesarean section on October 31, 2015. The prosecution alleges that Letby tried to smother the premature baby girl on the day she was scheduled to be allowed home. Baby Jay's mother provided an account of her daughter's treatment at the Countess of Chester Hospital, comparing it unfavorably to the extremely professional care received at Alder Hey Hospital in Liverpool. WhatsApp messages from Letby were also presented to the jury, revealing her complaints about the unit being in chaos and her belief that some colleagues want the easy life. These messages were sent on November 26, the night of Baby Jay's collapse, during which Letby also expressed her concern about staffing and the unmanageable situation at the hospital. In his opening address, prosecutor Nick Johnson Cathy highlighted the significance of the repeated, unexplained collapses of children under Letby's care. He pointed out that when removed from Letby's care, many of these children made remarkable recoveries. The prosecution is building a case to demonstrate a pattern of incidents that can be traced back to Letby's actions, with the intention of proving her guilt. This is Nurse of Death, the Lucy Letby story, a gripping true crime podcast that takes you deep into the chilling tale of allegations against Lucy Letby, a seemingly caring and dedicated nurse who harbored a dark secret. Join us as we unravel the twisted journey of a medical professional whose actions sent shockwaves throughout the healthcare community. It's the story of a nurse who went from saving lives to becoming the harbinger of death. This is Nurse of Death, the Lucy Letby story.